Ferrari reportedly sent Lewis Hamilton a stern warning following rumors that Christian Horner could replace Fred Vasseur as team principal. The situation has sparked intense speculation about the internal stability of Ferrari and the future of the seven-time world champion. Could Horner's arrival cause Hamilton to reconsider his commitment to Ferrari? Let's discuss. A major storm is brewing within Formula One's most historic team. Ferrari, a team with a long history and legacy of glory, is now in the midst of rumors shaking its internal foundations. After Christian Horner was unexpectedly removed from his position as Red Bull Racing Team Principal, his name was immediately linked to the Ferrari Team Principal position. Replacing Frédéric Vasseur, Horner has led Red Bull for 2 decades, delivering 9 world titles to the Milton Keynes-based team. Ferrari has been interested in Horner since 2022. At that time, Ferrari chairman John Elkann reportedly flew to England to meet with Horner in person and offer him a strategic position in Maranello. Horner declined at the time, but the dynamics have changed now, with Horner a free agent and Ferrari's performance under scrutiny once again for inconsistency and questionable technical decisions. Speculation is rampant. Is Ferrari ready to make radical changes? What will the consequences be? Christian Horner's arrival at Ferrari would impact not only Fred Vasseur, but also one of the biggest transfers in Formula One history, Lewis Hamilton's move to Ferrari. According to renowned Formula One journalist Will Buxton, Hamilton's personal and professional closeness with Vasseur was a key factor in the 7-time world champion's decision to leave Mercedes and join the Leclerc team. The two have a long history dating back to their time in the F3 and GP2 championships. Hamilton's decision to move to Ferrari wasn't just about seeking a new challenge. It was also because he believed the project would be led by someone he truly believed in, Buxton said on the Sports Agents podcast. If Vasseur were replaced by Horner, I'm not sure Hamilton would have stayed at Ferrari for long. This statement is not just empty talk. Hamilton is known to be very selective about team structure and work environment. Moving to Ferrari was a major gamble in his career. If the foundation of trust is compromised, things could collapse more quickly than expected. Amid media pressure and the expectations of the Tifosi, Ferrari is at a critical juncture. They haven't won a driver's title since 2007. Their last win was the constructor's title in 2008. Years of planning, restructuring, and personnel changes have followed, but the results have not lived up to expectations. Fred Vasseur, appointed at the start of 2023, is considered calm and experienced, yet he hasn't led Ferrari to a consistent title challenge. Despite improved performance in several races, disorganized strategies, controversial pit stops, and a lack of speed in development, doubts have arisen about Vasseur's future. This has brought Horner's name back to the forefront. However, according to veteran journalist Joe Saward, although Horner is the logical choice in terms of experience, approach, and reputation, he isn't necessarily interested in taking on this hyper-sure challenge. Joining Ferrari is like throwing yourself into a bonfire with a fireproof wallet, Soward wrote on his personal blog. 3 years ago, Elkann made an offer, which Horner turned down. There's no indication that he'll change his mind, given Ferrari's reputation for tough management and internal politics. Horner may have avoided the temptation despite the enticing offer, according to inside sources close to the team. Ferrari has held private talks with Lewis Hamilton in recent weeks. In those talks, Ferrari stated that, while no final decision has been made regarding Frédéric Vasseur's future as team principal, all options remain open. They emphasized that change is part of the natural dynamics and evolution of building a championship-winning team. This statement was seen as a subtle warning to Hamilton that his status as a 7-time world champion does not make him immune to structural changes within the team. Ferrari wanted to emphasize that, although Hamilton is a valuable asset and global star, the team's long-term interests are paramount. Some analysts viewed this move as a test of Hamilton's loyalty. Would he truly be willing to be part of Ferrari's long-term project, even if it no longer involved Frédéric Vasseur, the man who was the primary reason Hamilton joined? Amid rumors involving Christian Horner, Fred Vasseur, and Lewis Hamilton, Charles Leclerc became the latest Ferrari uncertainty. Despite signing a long-term contract extension earlier this season, Leclerc has begun to doubt the team's direction, especially if Vasseur is replaced. Leclerc, long seen as the face of Ferrari's future, reportedly has a strong working relationship, with Vasseur dating back to his time at the junior team. Like Hamilton, Leclerc views Vasseur as a guarantee of stability and long-term vision. If the leader is removed, Leclerc's loyalty could waver. In an exclusive interview with the French media outlet Auto Hebdo after the British Grand Prix, Leclerc made a meaningful statement. "I've always believed in this project, but we also have, to be honest about the results, we can't keep talking about potential without taking concrete action." This statement implied that the drivers are under increasing pressure to receive assurances of clear direction from team management. In fact, rumors in the paddock suggest that some of Leclerc's managers have quietly opened informal lines of communication with Mercedes and Aston Martin, just to keep the possibility open. If Ferrari continues to lose direction, it could trigger a domino effect, leading Hamilton and Leclerc to consider their futures. The Scuderia could then lose both star drivers within the next 2 seasons, which would be a major crisis they haven't faced since the post-Schumacher era. Meanwhile, tensions are building among the Ferrari drivers, particularly within Lewis Hamilton's camp. In several post-race interviews, the 7-time world champion has expressed his frustration with the team's performance. He has complained about Ferrari's slow response to changing track dynamics and their lack of technical innovation needed. "To compete at the top, we need speed, but also decisiveness," he said. "Sometimes important decisions take too long to make," Hamilton said after the British Grand Prix, his tone flat but meaningful. His statement seemed to signal the beginning of his growing dissatisfaction amidst his hopes of bringing Ferrari back to its glory days. Ferrari is now truly in the eye of a storm. On the one hand, they have 2 incredibly talented drivers, Charles Leclerc, the golden boy developed through their academy, and Lewis Hamilton, the 7-time world champion who brings immense experience and a reputation to merit. However, doubts continue to haunt Frédéric Vasseur's leadership as team principal. A big name has once again emerged amid the swirl of rumors rocking the world of Formula One: Christian Horner. The charismatic figure has been the architect behind Red Bull's successful dynasty for more than 2 decades. Now he is being linked as a strong candidate to replace Frédéric Vasseur as Ferrari team principal. His potential arrival would be more than just a structural change, it could be a major turning point in Ferrari's long history. This radical move could lift the legendary team out of the shadows of failure and to the pinnacle of glory they desire. However, the price of such a change is steep. Internal dynamics could be shaken. The relationship with Hamilton, who is known for his strong character and unwavering loyalty to the team, could be compromised. The question now is simple yet crucial. Will Ferrari take such a big risk for change? Or will they choose stability to protect their most valuable asset, Lewis Hamilton? Write your opinion below.